Alright, we're gonna come right back into this. No death server, Darkness Falls V14. If I die, I completely restart from scratch. Brand new map, everything, which has happened twice so far. If you're interested in seeing me be really dumb and getting myself murdered by zombies, check out the playlist for Run 3 and Run 2, I want to say. Somehow, miraculously, on Warrior, which is 2, I think, up from the start, managed to survive by myself 100 days. Yay me. And now Darkness Falls has been kicking my butt, but I have been doing a lot better this time. This run is 23 days long, almost a quarter of the way there. I am now 2 different. Why do I have Raincatcher tracked? All right, fine. I have I've set out a whole new site, and I will be building up all the things that I can possibly. It may be a blood moon today. I think it almost certainly will be a blood moon today, but I'm not 100% certain. And we have upgraded some of the food, but not the drink. So I'm going to take a look at what can I make to drink. I can make pear smoothies. Okay. That's it. I can make pear smoothies. I'm presuming they require pears. What goes into a pear smoothie? Water. Oh, wait. I only need one if I build it on a workbench or an oven. Oven. Well, okay, so yeah. Not ready for that. Apparently. Okay. Another chemistry station. Get a chemistry station started. Yes, chemistry station. What do I need for a chemistry station? I need forged iron. Why am I not making forged iron? We can go back and I'll see that I'll just be canceling or getting out of the thing. I thought for sure we'll do 400 forged iron. We'll craft it, and we need 75 or more. Let's go with 76. There we go. Is it running now? Okay, so now it's running. And I'll sit here and watch it for, I don't know, some of it. I'm going to need another mortar and pestle. But if I have a forge, I'll be able to make a mortar and pestle. I just really need the workbenches to be there. Get those workbenches in order and the boxes in order. Then I think I can finish out the rest of it without much difficulty. In the meantime, we are making a crap ton of cement and concrete mix. How much are we at now here? 407? Yeah. You know, I'm thinking I wanted to make something else. Nah. I don't know. Maybe some iron ladders. That's going to take a bunch of iron as well. So there's another 400 there. You just get to a point where you're so far behind on the crafting. You don't want to even worry about it that much. And we are not going to get anywhere with the food and water tonight. Let's take a look. Where? Not quests. We don't have any real quests. Okay, I have 3 available points. I have completed that challenge. That's a challenge I can't complete. Crafting concrete mix. Okay. I know that I've done more than 55. I've got 34 forged iron. Oh, I got enough iron and long survivor. Now I have 4 skill points. I may want to keep those for when I complete the farmer challenge, which just requires me to place an animal snare in a chicken coop. How many concrete blocks do I have? I have 188 concrete blocks. I can make wooden ladders and then upgrade them later. Can I make a hatch? And what would it take? Oh, definitely want to keep that. Hatch. A steel hatch, an unpowered steel hatch. 12 steel and 2 springs seems easy enough. A steel at twice the price. Okay. 1 steel hatch. Okay, and then how are we doing here? We are incredibly slow. Reciprocities. We need another 40. That's insane. Okay. Yeah. We can head out to the site and start dropping the first hatch. It's probably going to be a blood moon. It's almost certainly going to be rainy and wet. I have food. Go. Start here. We'll use this. We'll use this. We'll eat up our fill here. Okay. Some of this stuff is just not going to go with us. Construction. Put that back. Ooh, I have another 50 something concrete cubes. Ooh, I could just make some more concrete. There we go. Grab the hatch. I can make anything else I need there, I think. Alright. I'm going to try and put the snare there. And the chicken coop, and I'll see if they actually do anything. Oh, might as well take the rain catchers. Yeah, and then I'll take this too. And while I'm out there, I can start an orchard above ground and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Set my waypoint, my movement waypoint. I want Vault 1. Okay. And now we head out to the vaults. Time to do a little quick maintenance on the motorcycle. Oh. It took a lot of my fuel, which means another trip to the desert at some point. It'll be nice to have this OP here if I'm going to do trips to the desert. It's nice to have a stable environment when you be tripping. Rainy tomatoes. More rainy tomatoes. Here comes the rain again. Only this time, I'm not freezing to death. It looks like my leather has kept me at a maximum of 35% soaked. Another amazing reason that we should kill animals and use their skin and flesh as our products. Zombie survivor, anti-vegan. It's not my fault they give achievements for killing 50 rabbits and chickens. I'd probably go 100 days, I'd maybe kill 20. Mostly on the first day. We are 2 hours away from finding out that it's going to be a blood moon. I'm not 100% certain because there's a 2-day window and it could have shifted twice, but I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain today is going to be the day. Look at all these yutzes. Yutzes, I say. Alright. Is that a... That was a bag. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't know what happened here. Something bad happened. Something bad's about to happen again. What could be exploding in the Crack-a-Book lobby? I mean, I'm shooting him in vital areas. What is happening? He just got too close to the edge, I guess. What is blowing up there? Are there mines in here? Yes, there are mines in here. That's the only explanation that makes sense. Okay. Some of this stuff I can sell. Some of that stuff I'm going to use to make devices. Okay. There's another hour of my day wasted. Wasted, I tell you. Distracted too easily. Okay. Alright, we're going to countersink some of these. Well, no, I'm not going to really countersink them. We're just going to build a shaft. Oh. Yeah, it slopes you in this version and maybe all the other versions. It slopes you towards, you know, your eventual demise if you're... Okay. It's zombies. Uh-oh. No me gusto. Might have no idea how many shots it's going to take to kill this zombie, but apparently I'm about to find out. Cool. All right. What about you? Can we get you? Yeah, what about you? Can we get you? No. Wow, these guys are tough. That really looked like it was right on target. Okay, that one looked like it was on target too, and it appeared to have been. Come on, there we go. Anything else? Zombies drop nothing, so not good targets. Is he getting back up? She getting back up now. Cool. I don't know why I'm bothering with the zombie, honestly. Okay. So not a blood moon. Okay, zombie down. Okay, additional forces inside the building? Or along the building? They gotta be inside. They're all inside. Okay, then I don't care, is the answer. Right? Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah. They're not coming toward me. However, I seem to have missed another bag. Like, totally. Iron crossbows. I don't... No. Not interested. I'll take the peanut butter, leave the iron crossbow. And another bag. Am I missing more bags? Is there something? Is there a zombie sneaking up on me? Okay. So yeah, unsuccessful so far at sinking this shaft. We're gonna give it another go. Yeah, I think you did that to you right there. I think that was an errant pick strike. All right. This is going to take 4, or no, it's only going to take 3. Oh no, it'll take 4. It'll take 4. Will it take 4? It'll take 4. And back at my base is cooking up a storm of materials that I will use to continue to build this base out. And when we're done, if we ever succeed, if we live that long, it will be glorious. Glorious, I say. Well worth the wait. You have a no money back guarantee that this is definitely going to be worth the wait. I needed to be picking up Yeah, I needed to be picking those up as I was doing this. And I was not, so bad me. If I was smarter, what I would be doing is keeping an eye on how many of these blocks I had when I started. Then I would know, oh, I'm, 28 higher than when I started. I should probably be keeping in track of it. But instead, I'm just all doing it by eye. So if I didn't notice, hey, look, there's cobblestone there, then I would have no idea where I was in the process. Okay. So from here, that's fine too. From here, I am taking all of these and I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. I will then build a ladder. Now for things that go further than this drop, we put in breaks. What are breaks? Breaks are when the ladder only goes 10 or 20 and then it shifts over a block to the right or left so that if you fall, you don't kill yourself. Like if we built this in that mountain, then we would have, more. But since this isn't that kind of thing, I'm not really worried about it. Need to be 3 high. Is that the plan? Can we go 3 high? Maybe another high. Let's go another high. There we go. All right. Now, ladders. I'm gonna say if I made 40 ladders, that wouldn't be too many ladders. I can always use them ladder. Huh? Okay. And as I do this now, I think to myself, probably would have been a better idea to use those boxes to get down and then. But you know what? Here we are. No guts, no glory. A tip of the hat to lumberjacks and electrical line workers and oil rig workers and other people that go cellular tower workers, people that go up to real high heights and take their life in their hands. Okay, and that is 1 shaft sunk. And now we have a ladder. Okay. And we need to do off of this on the second one a 3x3. And then on the sixth one, a 1x2. So the problem is that at some point you like, oh, I accidentally hit spacebar, and then you will fall. You hit spacebar again, and you are supposed to stop. But you notice how I said you will fall, and you are supposed to stop? That's because that's how that works. We know you will fall if you hit the spacebar. You're supposed to stop. Okay, so off of this, 1, and then chicken coops. We're going to try to sink shafts. We don't have any bars. We'll probably put some, what you calls it, wooden bars in for to start, and then I can upgrade them later. And yeah, we're not going to need that. So this. How much more before my glass? Yeah, it broke. Sounds like glass breaking. Case of emergency. And I'm not gonna, this is gonna be an unfinished section of the, is that 1, 2? Yeah, an unfinished section. We're not gonna get fancy about this. This will look like we're living in a cave out here, but the interior is gonna be electrically powered. It's gonna have a generator bank and stuff. Solar panels, all that. It's gonna be fancier than my house. Way cheaper to build. All you gotta do is survive. Survive the tax collectors who come for their pound of flesh. They'll take more than a pound if you let them to. I'm not sure whether this stopped being metaphoric, but those undead, soulless bastards. And in the game, you've got zombies. You know, the parallels are astonishing. Okay. Okay, we have one angry zombie back there. Fine, I don't care, I guess. I guess the question becomes, can you even set a chicken coop? If you cannot set a chicken coop, then this is all moot. Until we drop the shaft. So it would actually be better if you could not set the chicken coop. Because it tells you, oh, chicken coops have to be set outdoors. Because then you'd know, until you drop the shaft, you would know. And if the shaft worked, it would say, oh, you can set the chicken coop here now. Of course, if the shaft didn't work, it wouldn't let you. So let's see what happens. Oh. Okay. Chicken coop is actually looks like a 2x. Okay. Empty chicken coop. I had no idea if that means that it's going to do anything or not. I suspect it means no, that there is, but it says it's yellow. Is that right? Does yellow mean it won't do it? I don't know. I think I'm going to make an executive decision here that we're just going to put the snare next to the chicken coop, and then I'm going to be done with this. Can I do that? Can I just snare right here? Right next to the chicken coop? Ooh, farm plot block. What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm supposed to be doing things. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we're supposed to, I was supposed to sync the other parts of the shaft now. So if I sync one right here, yes, right here. all the way down. I should land on a chicken coop. There should be a chicken coop to break my fall. And then I come back up, put a shaft in the ground here, and grade it up so the zombies can't walk through. And then we're going to need a shaft on the other side for the ring catchers. And you can do this for your crops too, but now they have hydroponics, so I think I'm going to give that a go and see what happens there. Not really sure if hydroponics works the way that I need it to work or not. I think, as I recall, you have to do something where you pour water into a container and then you use the hydroponics to pull the water out of the container for the crops. And it kind of got messy, but we'll see. Maybe not. Having that ladder in is already way, way, way more than I could have hoped for in a lot of ways. I just have so much to clear out. I want to get the boxes up today. Today. We're coming to the underground. Today. We're coming to the underground. Today. Neil Diamond Tip Pickaxe. Apparently, I had too much water. Empty chicken coop. Stop that. Okay. Okay, now I'm left with a dilemma. Well, it shouldn't be that much of a dilemma. There we go. Now, all I need to do is just take some cobblestone and fill that in, right? Then I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here that's supposed to be any better. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and we are going to try to see if this section right here, we're gonna fill the back area with 2, 3. Ugh, not done. There we go. 4. Okay. Uh-huh. All sorts of stuff not done. Are we going to try to do some like cool special hippy dippy glass surrounded by candle thing for the lights? Or just electric lights? I think I might try to do one cool candle hippy dippy thing with the lights. Mother pus bucket. Alright. In the center, maybe? And then everything else just regular old lights. That was incorrect. We're going to have a shelf of boxes here. The temptation to say it like Wheel of Fortune was almost overwhelming there. Okay, let's get all of it settled. Yeah. Okay. Wait. How many is this? No. 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, there 4 would be the thing. So we need a roof, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, roof, and then 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 roof. Okay, and now boxes, yeah? Yeah, we can always do the sides later. Okay. So we'll go back to wood storage crates, and I don't remember how many. We'll start with 16. Okay, yeah. We'll go right here with raw. Will we though? Yeah, we'll go right here with raw. Go right here with manufactured. And then I guess, yeah, this is where we'll put the workbench and maybe another workbench in the wall there. We can also put some stuff in the middle there. Okay. All right, and for right now, base builds stuff. Lost my key there. All right. You thought I was going to say I lost the D, didn't you? Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not even going to acknowledge that was an option. Okay. Any other base build stuff that I need to drop off? No, I can probably do most of this stuff. I need to make a scrap hoe out of leather, which I don't have. So, yes, maybe the seeds go here. I can do the apples, though. Okay. And the chicken coops are, yeah, they're chicken coops doing stuff. It looks like they're doing stuff. Yay. Yay, look at this. All right, let's get the orchard started. Orchard takes the longest. Where am I going to put the orchard? Oh, this is a lovely place for an orchard, don't you think? Yeah, this looks like a lovely place for an orchard. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and, I don't know, build another series of holes here. Eyeballing it. Right? We're off one. But, you know, how many long was it? 4 or 5? Okay. Perfect. Now let's go to the old Ponderoony. The old Ponderosa. Let me ask you a serious question. Are you pondering what I'm pondering? We're going to have to go here every time we want water. Well, no. Get the rain catcher working. We just need to bring the buckets up. Tomato. And that'll be it. Just bring the carrots. Where's the... Okay. Water. Yeah. This will be a lot easier. Start getting the base built out. Oh, this is a massive project. And I've started it 23 days in, which means that by day 100, I should be good to go. Actually, this should be done within, I'm going to say 4 or 5 days. You know, not counting blood moon stayovers and whatever delays for blood moons, or if I end up doing something else. Where am I going? You're asking? Where are you going? I could hear you psychically asking me through time. And the answer is, of course, okay. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because that's how somebody who's not a psychopath places an orchard. In a nice little row, like that. Nobody had to tell me to do that. I just thought to myself, how would someone who doesn't kick puppies, how would they put it together? All right. Yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this and this up all the way to here. Look at that. Okay. And then we'll go down to on this side. And then we'll do this all the way up to the top there, and then do that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Go down to here. Yeah. All right. Okay, and now we have this, and now we can try to make this thing happen. Where do I want it to hinge out? Away from me, right? Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool. And it looks like a little silo. Of course, it isn't yet, but it will be. Now, I know you're asking yourself, do I really need to do any more work other than just maybe go down a couple here and replace it? And the answer is, of course, no, I do not. But we're going to anyway. Huh. So if I do this, I can do that. No problem. Okay. Let's go back to this. Of course, before we can spend any other significant amount of time in this space, I want another exit. I'm unhappy having but one exit that is operational. I think I will skip the aesthetics. I've already started this. Also, there's iron here. I've already started this, so we'll finish this. But then I think I might sink a functional shaft on the other side. And then maybe sink a water shaft as well. Call it a day and go home. now that I've traveled this distance up and down a couple times, it doesn't seem as deep. It seemed immeasurably deep before. Now not so much. So much digging to do here. An auger would be so much faster. But it would also call a screamer, and in Darkness Falls, there are worse things than feral irradiated whites. Okay, yeah, we need a lot of concrete. A lot of concrete blocks. So we're doing this entirely for... Oh, gosh, I just remembered something. I need a conduit for the electricity. So I think I'm going to do an internal conduit here for the electricity. So there'll be a section all the way through here. Oh no, it'll be north. All the way on the north side, there'll be a section that has relays. So I'll do 2 in that direction. Okay, give me the other functional. Now, how about we close this up? And I don't think we need this anymore. But we do need... Oh, it's getting dark. We do need to make this a actual covered shaft. I'm just talking about covered shaft. Always cover your shaft. Sorry, children. Alright, and especially the top. Okay. Alright, no, that's the last one. That's the last one, I swear. This is gonna be... Give me bars. Bars. Basic. Give me bars? Is bars in there? Under basic? Or is this all of them? It's not basic. This is not basic at all. Give me bars. Where are the bars? Bars. Railing. Diagonal. Bars. Want bars. And give me, no. Give me the advanced so that when I put them in, right there, like that, there we go. And then if I want to upgrade them, I need cobblestone. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll bring some cobblestone, do some things, and what have you. Okay, I wanted to sink the other shaft and get here. Well, we're not. This isn't a thing. We'll go back to basics and get the cube. Use that. Use that. Okay. This is potentially falling territory here. Oh, okay. Maybe not. We don't do that anymore. I have to push myself against this wall, otherwise I will fall down that shaft. Okay. Did I suddenly get better at something? Is that why I'm one striking the iron, or was it damaged before, or what's happening? I don't know, but the rock is not going any faster. Oh, it's going to be nighttime soon. I definitely don't want to be here for nighttime. I'm going to be back at OP1 and building up more stuff that I'll use, as my original estimate of 500 cement was woefully inadequate. Also, I probably could use more food. It's also cozier there. I think I need another oven, but that's going to require a lot more iron. A rabbit died. I don't know why. Come on. You can do it. Sinking the shafts has to be done during the day, but there will come a point in the not too distant future where we can just call it good. Alright, here we go. Up's a daisy, up's a daisy. As long as we're on something square, not slanted, we should be able to get all the way to the top. We are not going to bother with a ladder, as time is not on our side. What we will do is just fill it in there for now. Zombies really have no reason to do anything with that. We will cement up that side of it for now. And then, yeah, we're back to OP1. We got more rock. I'm sure a tiny bit of sand and a not entirely significant portion of clay. Killed some horde zombies. I anticipate maybe a week in game before the base is complete. Maybe a couple of days in game. Maybe maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll be able to pull over enough stuff, and then I can bring the cement mixer and start doing my own cement mixing there, but I am going to need to get more sand, I think. It's just going to be a matter of going to the desert, getting a bunch of sand, and then bringing some stuff over. But I think tomorrow I should be able to bring over enough stuff to do at least the initial transfer, which will allow me to work on the base at night. And then I think the first night that I've worked on the base, I will go back to the OP and just drain it of resources, bring everything of value to the new base, to Vault 1. And Vault 1 will become, we'll do the transfer of the flag right there. Vault 1 will become the new base. Did I put anything on my bike? I put these things on my bike. Okay. Well, that's new. What do you suppose caused that? Huh. Okay. That's, does not spark joy. Into manufacturing with the manufacturing stuff. 10,000 more stone. Look at the stone. And we're out of sand, but we were making sand. Did we make more sand? Well, it's not going anymore, so I can only presume. How much concrete mix can we make? Well, how about we did that? That's another, that is only 100. That is only 100. Give you some idea of the scope of this project. Yeah, well, how about this? How much more can we make here? We'll do that much more. Okay, and then into construction. We'll put the remainder there, and into weapons. There are some of these here. What are we looking at here? That's so good. That's a good thing. We can maybe make a... Oh, you're making 21 more of those. We need some clay. There we go. Clay. Alright, and then we need some cooking pots. I don't know. 3 cooking pots. What are we going to make? 111? I'm not saying 111 is not a good idea. But we need those cooking pots first in order to make the chemistry station. I don't know what's going on here. But under construction, we should be putting that back. Ladders are definitely coming with me. And I don't think I need 2 nails. Definitely should be selling some of these things. Nope. Yes, sell the scrap helmet. Sell the 44 Magnum. This goes into manufactured. Sell that. And this should go into raw, but I think we're kind of using it. This is all food. To manufactured. Into cook. And this is something we're going to kind of use. Raw. This we're going to sell. And that is ammunition. Okay. This is... We're making progress. It's slow going, but we're making progress. Okay. Can you make chemistry station? I cannot. I need 30 short iron pipes and 5 bottles of acid. This is where we discover that we have 8 bottles of acid. And don't panic. Reciprocities. Forged iron. You missed the forged iron. Crafting 1 chemistry station. That's good. We need another oven. Working player oven requires more forged iron, electrical parts, mechanical parts, cooking pot, cooking grill. Cooking pot. What are you making? Just an infinitesimally small amount of cement. You would think that we would be so much further along at this point. It's taking forever to make this cement. Okay. And look how fast it's going. It's almost like this it didn't even do anything when I was gone. How much could I make? 3,000? I'll make another 2,000. That would be another hour. Which is fine. I'm alright with it as long as it actually does it. No, more even. Okay, perfect. But it seems like it just didn't do anything. So it's at 173, and I wasn't here, and that's probably part of it. Alright. Nope. I need a grill. Give me a grill. One cooking grill. Okay, there we go. And then, I don't know. Wait. Cooking grill, craft. And then forged iron. I don't know, maybe 100 forged iron. Another 20 minutes worth. There you go. Once you get the grill, make another oven. Alright. Oven. Oh, working player over still needs electrical and mechanical parts. There's mechanical parts. There's electrical parts. One more than I need. And now we got another working player oven, which is 7 more minutes. Okay. I am a farmer now. What do I have? Living off the land, which gives me farmer stuff. And sous chef. I want better food. Oh, yeah. I want to be able to do things. Craft seeds for blah, blah, blah. That's just for gathering. Okay. I've done all the farmer stuff that I want to do. Hunting and farming. Which, that's food and a not insignificant amount of materials for crafting. IRL, you would want hunters and farmers on your zombie apocalypse team. I don't know. I'm nervous eating, I guess. Just, got a lot of stress and anxiety in your life right now. Bacon and eggs helps. Not gonna lie, bacon and eggs does help, but unless you're on a low-carb diet, bacon and eggs, you can't have bacon and eggs all the time. Well, I spent my stuff. I did my things. Let's take a look. We're up to 1028. These small numbers are really easy to do. So that's about 17, or 19? 19 zombies. 19 zombies. Right? 19, yeah. 9 and 9 is 18, and then another 10 is 28. I math good. Okay. And there's the, there's our inventory. And I think that's it for the day. Come back and we'll put the ladder in, sink a shaft for the rain catchers, but I think I will be taking with me all of this stuff. And I will pull this writing table. I will pull all the stuff out of the tailoring station. I will pull all the stuff out of the tailoring station. And then I'll pull the tailoring station. At some point I'll pull the cement mixer. And then this OP will just be an OP. And I'll pull the lathe. Must be emptied before I pick it up. Pull the lathe. It's probably it'll be a priority to get the cooking station, the workstations up as fast as I can. But once I sink all the shafts, then it will be no problem. Yeah, okay. Recipes, concrete, another 58. We're now up to 262. Nowhere near what I'm going to need. The shafts alone are blowing the numbers out of proportion. I didn't account for the shafts. I knew it was going to be more than 500 though. And here we are. We're going to have maybe 300 by the time we leave. So, okay. We're in the process of moving and setting up all the stuff we need. It, yes, is going to take a lot of time and effort, but we're on it. So in the meantime, thanks for not watching. I appreciate it.